Right. Hello, YouTube. I just had a word with my neighbor. Actually, he just knocked on my door. To say to me if I've seen on YouTube what a lot of black men is saying about black women. And my neighbor is white. I have to add that. He told me this because he knows I'm a regular user of YouTube, and so I went on YouTube and I did my own research, and yes, I saw with my own eyes. So this video is dedicated to the black men on YouTube that are writing horrible things about black women. And this video is also dedicated to the black men on YouTube that are making horrible comments to support these videos about black women. Right, the first thing is I have to say is, after thinking about it, because I had to think about it, I can't just make a video straight away, let it go around in my head and think about it. Right, this is the conclusion I've come to. I've come to the conclusion that the black men making these videos have a couple of problems. Well, they have problems basically, but one of the problems that you guys have is the fact that you do not respect your mothers, and you have a bad relationship with your mother, and you got mommy issues. Whatever that is, I don't know. Maybe you didn't get breastfed long enough. You was not cuddled enough. You wasn't loved enough. I don't know. Or your mother was not as loving as you wanted her to be. Or she so simply wasn't a good mother. I don't know. But you got mommy issues. So these mommy issues also affected your relationships with women. So it's like all those serial killers that go out and they have this hatred for women. Some of them go out and they kill women with black hair. When they do research, when the psychologists go and they do research about these men, these serial killers, they find out that these men were actually running around killing women with black hair because their mom had black hair or their mom had blonde hair. So they were running after blonde hair women and killing them. So basically it's mommy issues. You've got mommy issues that you really need to go and resolve, because there is no need for that. So you've got mommy issues for whatever reason. You don't get on well with your mom, you don't love your mom, whatever. So you have relationship with black women, and whatever issues that you have with your mom kind of somehow roll into that relationship, and it basically doesn't turn out properly. So I don't know, you're not happy. So what do? You decide to come on YouTube and spread some hate. Well, I went to church yesterday and my priest was giving a sermon, which kind of was a good sermon. I wish you all were there to hear it. And basically he said, when you sin, it's not something that you do that affects just you. When you sin, it affects everybody. And he gave an example. You go shopping and you're standing in the queue ready to pay for your stuff, and somebody comes and skip the queue in front of you and goes and pay for their stuff, and you miss your turn. That kind of gets you, a little bit angry. And then 3 or 4 other people come in front of you and do the same thing, so you miss your turn. So eventually you get to go and pay for your stuff, and you leave the supermarket, and you're walking down the road and you're thinking about this, like, I could have left the supermarket sooner, but these 3 or 4 people just came in front of me, so I missed my turn. So that kind of gets you angry. So you're walking down the road, getting angry about it, and then you bump into somebody. And instead of you to turn around and say, oh, I'm sorry, you don't feel any way about it, because you are too kind of engrossed in your anger, to think about anyone else's feeling. So you keep walking. And the person that you just bumped into is not happy that the fact that you just bumped into them and you didn't say sorry. They're just thinking, look, this person doesn't even have any manners. So they kind of get angry about that. So the person you bumped into now gets on the bus. And instead of them to give up their seat for an old person or a pregnant woman, they don't. Because they just think, why should I? They're already angry. And when you're angry, you don't think properly. You're not in the mood of basically being nice. So because you just bump into them, they got on the bus angry. And instead of them to be able to say to an old person or a pregnant woman, oh, here is my seed. They don't, because they're in a bad mood. So basically, you're spreading your hate, you're spreading your anger. You are angry about something, so you go outside and you upset somebody else, and you give that person your anger, and that person takes it and gives it to someone else, and so on and so on. It's like a chain reaction, you know. So it's like, and think about it the other way around. If you go out and you're standing in the queue and someone wants to go in front of you, and you say to them, oh, I don't mind, you can take my place, feel free. Whoever it is that you're giving your place to will feel happy and go, wow, you know, this person was really nice to me. And then they might leave the supermarket and then be nice to someone else, you know, because you've made them feel good. So they you kind of giving them that good feeling, and they kind of take it on and spread it on, and, you know, pass it on to other people. So basically, these men, this black man that is gone around and made this video, yeah, and believe me, I wouldn't have believed they were black men until I actually saw their faces on the thingy, and saw that they were really, really black people, not just some voice saying all of this. So, I mean, you can go and check it out yourself if you guys don't believe me. So anyway, when you guys have done this, all you've done is just spread hate. So you don't have a good relationship with your mother, and that kind of spiraled out of control, and then you've not had a good relationship in your relationship with black women, yeah, because I don't know, maybe you keep seeing your mother in them, or they kind of remind you of your mother. So maybe you don't give anybody a chance. I don't know, maybe it's their fault, maybe it's your fault, maybe it's the universe's fault, who knows? I don't know, you know. But there is some kind of underlying psychological problem going on with you for you to really do this, because it's self-hate. You can't just come on YouTube and be hating who you are. It doesn't make sense. You know, as a black woman, I can't just come and make a video and insulting black women and insulting black men. That means there'll be something psychologically wrong with me. Okay? I mean, I grew up in a home with my dad and my mom. My dad and my mom, they were, you know, they were not the best of parents, but guess what? They did the best that they could do. You know, I can't come here and trash black men. I've had relationships with black men that's not worked out. It's not worked out. So, it's not worked out. You move on. You move on to the next person. That's it. You look for someone else that loves you better and appreciates you more, and, you know, and that's it. So, I can't come here and trash anyone. You know, my dad is black. He looked after me well. He lived with my mom in the same house. He married my mother. And looked after all of us children, went to work every day, came back home every day. And when it was time for me to learn how to cook, my dad taught me how to cook. It wasn't even my mom that did. My dad taught me how to cook. My dad sat down and gave me advice about life, about men, about many, many things. So I kind of hold my dad dearly to my heart. Okay, and I also hold my mom dearly to my heart. So I'm not going to come here and trash anybody about anything. So I understand why anyone would do it is because you must have a problem. Because if you respected your mother, you wouldn't do it. I've had bad relationships with some black men, but I'm not going to come here and make a video trashing black men, because I have to think, if my dad was watching and he saw that, how would he feel? Wouldn't he feel bad? Because thinking like, I did my best for my daughter, why is she coming out like trashing black men? You know? Because when those people who are doing this, they're not even saying some black women, they're saying black women as a whole, which is so wrong. Which is so wrong. You cannot judge everybody. It's like saying, like those people, like those white people that think, okay, black people, some black people are gangster. They think, oh, all black people are gangster. That's wrong. And you know that's bringing down your own color. That's bringing down your own race. That's spreading hate within your own race, you know. And you talk about black women being single. Some black women are single because they choose to be single. Some black women are single because they're busy pursuing their career. And there's nothing wrong in a woman wanting to pursue a career. There's nothing wrong with a woman wanting to be independent. What is wrong with that? There is nothing. We live in, I don't know, this is new millennium, whatever. Women are different. We don't sit down here, not work, waiting for men to come and pay our bills, do this. We are independent. Okay? Women should not need men for financial support. Women should need men for love, and that's what it should be. People should need each other to love each other. You shouldn't need another person though. Oh, I just need to be with this person for them to look after me. And no, okay. And you should be happy about women, black women working, and black women being independent, not sitting down there depending on men to pay their bills, men to clothe them, men to feed them. No, that's wrong. In this time and in this society, what we all need is somebody that really, really loves us for who we are. You know, you want to be able to go out, do what you want to do, go to work, come back, and you want to come back home to someone that is going to love you. That's it. You don't want to be in a relationship for ulterior motives. Like, I'm being with this person because they're going to pay my bills, they're going to pay my rent. You know, you should be proud of black women, not criticize black women for working, not criticizing black women for being independent. Okay? And some people are single because not only just for work, they're single because they want to live a chaste life. They've accepted Jesus Christ as their Lord and their Savior. They do not want to join a nunnery. They don't want to join that kind of institute. They want to live a chaste life outside that institute of nunnery, basically. Okay? And there is nothing wrong in that. There's absolutely nothing wrong. Basically, sexual intercourse is overrated, if you ask me. You know? It just brings pain. And with all the kind of, I don't know, diseases and everything going around and unfaithfulness, I mean, some people just want to be on their own because they don't want the drama. They don't want the drama of worrying at night, like, who is my man with, or who is he planning to be with, who is planning to be with him, who is he being with now. They don't want to have to worry about that. Just simple as that. And some people choose to be single because they do not want people coming in and raping their kids. I'm not talking about that. I'm not trying to say that black men are rapists or anything. No. Okay, this is spread of men of all colors, men in general. Some women are absolutely scared of that because there's just so much on the news and on the internet and everywhere with men of all colors, okay, molesting children, pill defiers, raping teenagers. People get worried. People get worried. And as mothers, it's your job to protect your family. It's your job to protect your children. So you're going to think, you have to think about that. You really, 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 really have to think about protecting your family. So for that reason, some women decide to be single. Okay? And maybe there's other reasons why women decide to be single. I don't know. I really, really don't know. Some women, they've been hurt so much, and because of that, they just think all men are no good, which of course is wrong, but that is their choice of their thinking. So they think all men is no good, and for that reason I want to be single. I want to just spend the rest of my life alone. Or sometimes their life might be so complicated. They might have a lot of problems in their life and they don't feel confident being with someone else because they just don't have the mind, the capacity to, because when you're with someone else, you need to be able to give them some kind of attention. Be with them, experience with them. But if you got so much going on in your life, really, you don't have, where are you going to have the time to kind of incorporate someone else inside your life? You don't have that time. You can't be there for them when they need you to be there for them. So that's different reasons. Don't criticize anybody for being single. And how do you know they're single? Just because you see some woman walking around by themselves, it doesn't mean that they're single. They might have a man in the house waiting for them. You don't know. This is just basically making plain judgment why lots of black women are single. You don't know. Have you gone and done your research to find that all these black women are really, really, really single? Do you know? You don't even know. Okay, so don't sit down and make judgment. My mom is a black woman, and believe me, she ain't single. She's married to my dad. And I'm a black woman, and believe me, I'm not single either. Okay? And I know many black women that are not single. And black women is like, I don't know about where you people live that you can make these videos trashing black women, but where I live, black women are in high demand. There's men of different colors that is wanting black women. There's black men even still wanting black women. But there's men of other colors that is wanting black women. Okay, I have a friend that is white, and he keeps coming and telling me that people keep asking him about where he can get a black woman. Where can they help him? Can he help them? You know, get a black. They all want a black woman. It's as simple as that. So don't come here and don't come on YouTube and look at us like we're some sorry kind of forgotten people. We're not forgotten. We are still needed. We are still wanted. We are still special. We are still loved. Okay? Just because your mother didn't love you, just because, I don't know, you had some relationship that's not worked out, so what? Many people had relationship that's not worked out. I've had relationship with black men that's not worked out. I'm not going to come here and trash black men. You know what I mean? I've had relationship with people of different colors and of different race. And I cannot sit down here and come and trash anybody. Okay? Those that is worked out for whatever reason they've worked out, and those that have not worked out, they've not worked out. It's as simple as that. But what you black men that are making this video and writing these nasty comments are doing is you just spreading hate and breeding hate because of your own problem, some kind of mental psychological problem that you've got, some kind of problem that you've got, some underlying problem that you've got with your mom that basically it's not been addressed, that really kind of needs to be addressed. You kind of need to go and see your doctor and tell them that you've got some issues. And maybe they can put you in touch with some kind of psychologist, and you can sit down and talk over everything, and then you can kind of get over it, really, because that's what you need to do. You need to get over it, because hate is only going to lead you down one road. It's only you can develop cancer from just harboring hate inside your heart. Okay, believe me, you can. Okay, you can't just walk around saying horrible things about people of your own color. Okay, there's too many black people out there ready to destroy other black people. I have had 2 jobs. One of them where a black woman is finished my job, and then another black person is finished my job. Why? Simply because, the hate within the race. The hate within the race. I've had other black people in my job had problem with my dreadlocks because I have got locks. They just say, oh, why don't you go and get weave on, and make yourself look like basically some white woman. Why should I? I am black. I'm proud of my blackness, and I want to be whoever I am as a black woman. Okay? And then I have people making, there is also videos on the internet saying, or on YouTube, about black women are ugly. If that's what you people think it's. But I don't know about everybody else, but me, as a black woman, I choose to be a black woman of who I am. Okay? Whether I be ugly or whether I be beautiful, I don't even care, to be honest with you. I want to be my natural self. My natural self, without added this and that. I want to be who I am. If God made me to be some ugly woman, I want to be my natural ugly woman. I don't want to go and put on disguises all around my body to make me look like a different race or a different color to make me feel good about myself. I'm not going to bleach my skin to change, to make me look whiter for me to feel attractive. No. This is how God wanted me to be. When God thought about me and when God made me all up, God made me up to be like this. God gave me this complexion of God. God gave me this hair that I have got right now. And that's it. And I want to be it. Okay? There's people that might look at me and think, oh yes, oh, she's beautiful. And people look at me and think, yeah, she's ugly. But of course, we can all think what we all can think. You have your mind. You can make your own decisions. You can make your own thoughts. But for me personally, I want to be my natural self. I do not want to cover myself up in a whole lot of disguises and everything. Because at the end of the day, whoever you think about it, when people go up and they decide they want to cover themselves with all this kind of makeup, fake hair, fake everything, you're gonna wake up next to somebody looking how? You're gonna be looking your natural self. You can't go to bed with everything fake. And eventually you're going to have to take off whatever it is that you got on your hair. Take off your fake hair. So don't come and talk rubbish and say things that are not nice about black women and say we're not beautiful. Our hair is like this, our hair is fantastic, our hair is beautiful. Okay, and going normal or deciding to grow locks with our hair, that's even more beautiful. More beautiful and more natural, and this is how we are supposed to be. It's as simple as that. If you've got mommy issues, you need to sort them out. You can't come on YouTube and make videos talking as a black man, saying horrible things about black women, because you need to understand that not only black women are watching these videos, not only black people are watching these videos, white people are also watching these videos and laughing at us as a black race, laughing at us because they're just thinking, wow, they hate each other, you know? Like, I mean, everybody knows how the gangster culture, how the gangster people run around. One black gangster is killing the other black gangster. It's all the time on TV. And what do white people say about this? Oh, let them kill each other. That's what some people do say. Some white people do say about it. You know, they're killing each other, so let's not worry about it. You know, when you come on YouTube and you make a really horrible video about black people, basically you're destroying us. You're destroying us. No difference that you haven't got a gun in your hand. That's it. You're destroying your own race. And I've also watched a lot of video on YouTube about race war. Okay then, tomorrow, if a race war starts, what's going to happen? Everybody of all the people of other colors is going to be running around killing the other people of other colors. So, you black men that is sat here and made these horrible videos about black women, what are you going to do? Are you going to get up, take up your arms, and run around with the white people to go and kill black women because, hey, you people think in your mind they're no good, let's go and kill them? Is that what you're going to do then? Because that will be a time for you to make a decision which side you are on. So which side will you be on? Are you going to be on the side of the white people to run around to go and kill the rest of the black people because you hate your own color? Because guess what? After you've done that, those same white people will turn around, okay, and kill you. During the 60s, when penicillin needed to be tested, they got a black nurse to test penicillin on black people unknowingly. Okay? We need to love each other, okay, as a race. Instead of bringing down each other, we need to love each other as a race. We need to unite as a race. That's what we need. We do not need to destroy each other, because this is what's going on. This is destroying each other from within, breeding hate. When you make videos like this about black women, saying really nasty things about black women watch these videos and it makes them very, very, very sad. And it makes them want to hate black men. Despite not all black men are like this. And that is so wrong. So wrong. Okay? And none of you making these videos could really in any form know any form of religion. Only, of course, if you are satanic. Because if you follow God in any form, you will not go out there breeding hate. Every color is to be respected. Every race is to be respected. Everybody is to be respected. Okay? You cannot go out there and sitting out there and spreading hate. You're supposed to spread love. God loves all of us. Jesus loves all of us, regardless of color, race, male, female, or anything. We are all loved. You're supposed to love each other. Don't criticize black women for going out with black men. Don't criticize black women for dating white men. If that's what they want to do, let them do it. Okay? I don't see black women making video of criticizing black men for going with white women. If you want to go with white women, go. To be honest with you, I know I'm a black woman and I know a lot of black women, and really we don't care. Whatever makes you happy, you do. You know? As long as it's not, I look at it as far as you're not breaking the law of God, that's it. And God has nothing wrong with relationships, being with somebody of another color. God has nothing with it. God has no problem wrong with that. Okay, if you're tired of black women, don't come on YouTube, make some video and say, oh, time out for black women, blah blah blah. Don't do that. Have it in your mind. If that's what you think it. Okay, go and be with who you want to be with. I'm telling you this now for guarantee, for a fact. Okay, any of you black men that make this video, that decide that you're done with black women and you want to go and be with white women, feel free. But I can guarantee you one thing: there will be no black woman coming to your door and knocking on your door and demanding, hey, excuse me, bro, why are you deciding that you want to be with some white woman? Basically, nobody cares. You know? Nobody cares. Be with who you want to be. Nobody really cares. It's not anybody's problem. It's not my problem. You know what I mean? You be with who you want to be with. But I can guarantee you this much: when you're walking around and you're spreading hate and you're hating your mothers and you're hating your sisters and you're hating all the females of your own race, yeah, and thinking, okay, then you're going to go to another race and find happiness, you're not going to find happiness. It's as simple as that. Because whatever issues that you've taken from your mothers and you've taken from the women of your race, you're going to sit down and take it all into that relationship with the white woman that you're with, or whoever you're going to be with. Because the moment that person of another race does something wrong with you, you're going to be like, oh, now you're behaving like some black woman, or now you're behaving like my mom. Or you're going to bring it up because you've got that issue. You've got that kind of psychological issue. You've been brainwashed. You've been programmed to think this way. You've been programmed to hate your own race. You'll be programmed to hate yourself as you look in the mirror and you see yourself with your own natural blackness. You'll be programmed to hate yourself and see yourself as unattractive, ugly, waste of time, and whatever else that there is, to come with it. You've seen yourself that way. You sit down and you'll be programmed to think that white people are so much better than black people. Despite, note this thing, despite every single person, every single black person goes to toilet, okay, goes to toilet and basically does a doo-doo, does a wee-wee, farts, think about it. Every single thing that a black person does, a white person does it. We all have the same issue. Okay, there is gangster, there's black gangster, there's white gangster, okay, there's Indian gangster, there's Turkish gangster, there's gangster of every color and of every race. Okay, there's black guys that sell drugs, there's white guys that sell drugs, there's Indian guys that sell drugs, name it. You're not going to go to any country or any race and find out that, oh, guess what? There's this thing is not in this race. It doesn't happen. Okay? It's like pill the fires. Someone said to me, oh, only white people are child molesters and rapists. No, even black people are child molesters and racist. You know what I mean? This is kind of a disease that is spread around. It's not exclusive to one race. So you can't come here and just say horrible things about black women and go, black women are like this, black women are like that. No, you can't say that. Okay? If you've been hurt by some black woman, then you've been hurt by some black woman. Don't come here and put it on all of us. Some of us are happy. Some of us are with black men and we are very happy. Some of us are with white men and we are very happy. Some of us are single and we are very happy. We don't need to come here and have our own brothers bringing us down as people. We have enough struggle already with racism in the workplace. We have enough struggle with going out and people not thinking that all of us are gangster, or like, oh, here comes a black person, they're gangster, or here comes a black person, they're trouble, or here comes a black person, they're not educated or they're stupid. We have enough to deal with. We have enough. Don't add to the problem. Don't. Try to bring love. Try to bring something positive. Don't come and bring negativity into the equation. Don't. The black people have enough enemies already. We have enough enemies from other races. We don't need to be walking around the street with thinking, I wonder this is another black person next to me. I wonder if this black man hates us. We don't want to be thinking the same thing. We don't want to think that. We want to walk around and see other black people and smile and go, there's another black person that understands who I am, that loves me because they know who I am and we're the same. Not, you can't just walk around the street and think everybody hates you. And that's what you're doing. You're spreading hate. You can't do that. You just can't. That's absolutely wrong. And if you have a God in your heart, you cannot do this. If you're a Christian, you can't do that. No, I don't know about other religion, but all I know is that if you're a Christian, you can't do that. You can't come and spread race. If you love your, if you come and spread AIDS. If you love your mom, you can't do that either. You can't. Because I'm a black woman. If I have a son, I'm not going to be happy watching YouTube and seeing my son saying horrible things about black women. I will feel so disrespected. So that's all I have to say, really. I don't know if there's anything I left out. Oh yes, and there was this guy that made a comment that so many white, yeah, he said something about the private parts of some black women, because black women is being raped so many times by white men. Okay, when you give yourself willingly to somebody, it's not rape. It's as simple as that. When you give yourself willingly to somebody, if you don't understand the meaning of rape, then you need to educate yourself. Rape is a forceful act when a man forces himself on a woman. Okay, so I don't see a lot of white men walking around forcing themselves on black women. Okay, otherwise they'll be screaming. Okay, it's not like that. They've not been forced on. The women is giving themselves to the white men, and they've come together and they've been together, and that's it. So you can't come and start saying a lot of, just because some black women decide they want to be with white men, you can't come here and say, oh, they've been raped. They've not been raped. They've given themselves freely and willingly. And when you say that these black women's private parts are stinky because they've been raped so many times by white men, because they've been with white men, what about you? Okay, so who are you being with then? Please explain to me, who are you being with? Okay, if you hate black women so much, then which color women have you been with? Okay, obviously for you to be saying this about black women, that means you must be going with white women. So those white women that you've been with, who do you think was with them before you was with them? Other white men. So what about their private parts too? Don't come here and spread hate. Okay, anybody can be with anybody that they want to. Okay, don't accuse people of rape. People give themselves freely. Okay, if people get raped, we can easily run to the police and go and make a report. Oh, we got raped by this person, but no. Okay, black women give themselves to white men freely. This is not slave trade time where you are in the bush working, cutting sugar cane, and some white man come and rape you. It's not like that anymore. Okay. They come, they talk to you nicely. You decide you want to be with them or you don't want to be with them. End of story. But don't come here and trash people for their choice. You don't know their life. You don't know their experience. You don't know the kind of relationship that they have. You don't know anything. So you can't just come and just think, oh, this person is with white person. Oh, God, they must be like this. Their private part must be stinking. This, that. You don't know. You really, really don't know. So don't talk trash. And in every single country, if you can ever afford it, go to every country, and you find that everybody in every single country there is some kind of venereal disease. It's not exclusive only to one country or one color. Every single color, every single race has suffered some kind of form of VD. So you cannot just throw it on one person. You are basically hating your own race, breeding hate, hating your own mothers, hating your own sisters for whatever inadequacy you might have. That's all I can say. And as I said in the beginning of this video, this is dedicated to all those black men that made the horrible videos about black women, and all those stupid black men that sat down and commented them, like basically supporting them. Get a life, okay? And as soon as possible, go and see your doctor. Ask for him to make an arrangement for you to see some kind of psychologist to talk over your mommy issues, because you people definitely got a lot of mommy issues going on. That's underlying hatred for your own mothers that is making you write these videos, and not respecting your mothers. Until you change all this, until you change your thinking and you change your behavior, you will not find yourself happy in any relationship, whether it be with a black woman, white woman, green woman, purple woman, orange woman, any woman of any color. And believe me, mark my words, Okay, and if you was happy, think about it. If you was happy, yeah, in any relationship, if you was now with a white woman and you was happy, you wouldn't even be thinking about black women. You wouldn't. You wouldn't even be thinking about, oh, black women are sad or black women are this. You wouldn't even be thinking about that and then sitting down and making video, because your white woman will say to you, sweetheart, why are you making video insulting black women when you're with me? Why is this thing bothering you still? Are you not happy with me? Exactly. So you must be single. Single, as in nobody wants you. No one wants to be with you. White, green, purple, orange, nobody wants to be with you. You must be sad because you are on your own. That's it. So who are you going to take it out on? It's like you take it out on those around you. Take it out on us, who are your sisters. Like, being angry with us. Oh, it must be the fault of black women. That's it. I didn't get loved enough. They didn't love me enough. Because of them, I'm single. You're not knowing that you have the problem until you accept responsibility for your actions, until you accept responsibility for your own problems. Until all that, you will carry on with this vicious cycle. You just carry on, and you just find out that you are lonely, and you just carry on being lonely. That's it. So really, I don't know if there's anything that I've left out, because I don't want to have to come back and make another video about this, really. So I just feel like I have to say my bits about it. But I also have to stress that, a lot of black people do kind of look down on other black people, and you all need to stop this. You all need to stop it, because it's wrong. When I was at school, there were black people that laughed at African people because of their names, because they had African names, and there were black people that laughed at African people for it, and it was really, really wrong. And I've had a black boyfriend that laughed at me because of my accent. Whenever he felt that he wanted to make fun, he made fun of me because of my accent, and that's wrong. Okay? As a black people, we need to support each other. We cannot breeding hates and thinking any of us is better than any of us, and looking down on thinking, oh, you are African, I look down on you, or you are from West Indian, I look down on you. We are all the same. Okay, when I went to church last week, this lady was telling me talking about Adam and Eve, and I said to her that when I was growing up, I said to my mom that if Adam and Eve was the first man and woman, how come there is different people of different color? How come there's African people, there's Chinese people, there's Indian people, there is, all this different variation of people, And this lady at church said to me that, well, I don't know, they've done kind of research, and they found that everybody is come from one woman, and that woman was supposed to be a black woman from Africa. It's supposed to be basically all our mothers. So there is no need for all this hatred. Okay, we are all kind of related. We all have the same blood running in our veins. There's no need for all this hatred of our own color. Accept your own color. When you look in the mirror, be proud of what you see. Love what you see. God has given you